Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing a little bit of a part 2, or like a, I don't know. It kind of is a part 2. I did a What's in My Bible video last July, I want to say, with the Bible that I had been using all throughout high school. But right before Christmas, I actually purchased a new Bible, the She Reads Truth version of the Bible. It's not really the version, that's like the company that makes it. And so I got this new Bible, and I love it. And I do think that getting this Bible for me as a young teenage girl, or just as a young woman, is really something that has blessed me and helped me a lot. And so I wanted to do a similar thing to what I did in the first video, but kind of show you what's inside of it, what I like, how it's helping me, because I'm hoping that maybe it might help you, and maybe you'll want one too because they are super cool. I mean, obviously it's really pretty, but like there's some really helpful stuff in it. So I just want to sit down, open this up, and show you everything I love about it. So this is what the Bible looks like on the outside, and so this is the She Reads Truth Bible, and I believe it's in the color poppy, and it's a hardback. And so if you'll notice on the side, it's just got gold, and I think it's so pretty. So yeah, that's what it looks like on the side. And then it also comes with this really cool hardback sleeve that they match, and so if you wanted to put it in that, you can, but since I kind of like to read mine, I don't usually keep it in that. So I'll take you on the inside and show you some of my favorite parts of this Bible. So if you'll notice on the inside, it's got this really pretty chevron design. That's cool. Okay. And so then things I like, it has several pages on how to read the Bible, and I read that when I first got this, and I thought that was super helpful because I know for me, I've been a Christian for a while, but reading your Bible is important, but I just have always felt like I kind of needed to know where to start, or I needed some guidance, and that is where I feel like this Bible really comes in handy if you're a young woman trying to get into the Word. And so I'm going to show you, this is a whole page on their key features, and I'm going to show you the key features because those are like my fave. So we're going to start, I will show you this in the book of Esther because that was what I read last time. Actually, no, that was the last one I finished. I'm in Ephesians right now. I like to jump all over the Bible because right now I'm trying to read books that I've never read or like studied. And so that's kind of what I'm doing for fun. So for every book, it starts with a really pretty Bible verse kind of on just a page by itself. And so this one for Esther is "For such a time as this," and it is the verse that they think is like huge, the takeaway for this book. And so then on the next page, on to the right of this page, it's always like this, every single book, it has the verse they pulled, and then they have on the timeline where it falls, which is so helpful. I love that because I don't know Bible history as well as I'd like to. Then it has a little background, same thing, more Bible history that helps you give context. And then message and purpose. This to me means a lot because then I'm like, okay, what is the message I'm supposed to be getting from this? What should I be on the lookout for? Like, what does this book mean? What is God trying to say through it? And then on the side it says, give thanks for the book of Esther. It does this with every single book. And then it explains something kind of unique about it and why you should be like, I guess, thankful for the book, if that makes sense. If you like read one, it would make more sense. And then sometimes sprinkled throughout, they have these really pretty helpful maps. So for the book of Esther, they have the Persian Empire. And that's kind of because that is relevant to the actual story, and it gives you something to kind of understand or like to help you get more about the story because they mention location in the book of Esther. Then usually that's not there, it depends on the book. Then you have a reading plan for that book, which is so cool because not only does it say, okay, week 1, read chapter 1 of Esther on the first day, but then you have on this side of the page, you have 2 other places to look in the Bible to give you kind of some more reference about what you're talking about. And so it kind of, they give you passages to look at that touch on similar subjects as to what you're reading, and I love that. It helps me. I read those before I read the actual text I'm reading because it puts me in the right mindset. It helps me to understand what I'm looking for, and I absolutely love that. And then another thing you'll notice throughout this, sprinkled, there is about 200 different devotionals that they wrote, and I love these devotionals so much. I'm obsessed with them. Like, I know I mentioned in my last Bible video how I love Jesus Calling. This to me is almost comparable. It's not the same, but it's really great because it's that same, I don't know, it's just really great devotionals. And so a lot of times if I have a good one, I will take pictures of it and send it to my friends. Another thing you'll notice is it has a lot of space to take notes. The one thing I will say, these pages are so thin. Oh my goodness. So let me show you what I do. We're going to flip to Ephesians where I'm reading right now. when I am reading, I have these Bible highlighters that I will have to link for you to be able to find. So I have these Bible highlighters, and they kind of are like crayons. If you go on Amazon and look up Bible highlighter, you'll find something similar. So I've been checking stuff off on this. I don't know how well you can see it. Let's see. I want to turn the brightness all the way down. But yeah, so this, whenever something I like it a lot, I highlight it. And so in my last Bible, I don't know if you saw, but I just had pages highlighted in pink. I have rainbow colored highlighters now, so I go crazy. Oh, this is my bookmark, which is upside down. But yeah, this is what I've been studying. Let me see if I can find a book that I wrote more in. Oh, okay, this is a devotional I liked a lot, so I used the bookmark in the Bible. The Bible is so big, this one, it's got like 2,000 pages, so they have 2 ribbon bookmarks. And so I was reading Philippians at this point, and the verses it's referencing is Philippians chapter 4, and then also 2 Peter chapter 1, and it's called All We Need, and I liked it a lot, so I started highlighting it. I sent pictures to my friend, and so you can kind of tell when I like it, I write all over it and highlight. And then what I really like about having the room is, so when I'm like in a church service and I hear something and I'm like, oh, that, like I really am like, I need to remember that, I write it here. So then when I'm reading my Bible later, then I see it, which is super cool, super helpful. I would say just the cool thing about this is visually it's gorgeous, which doesn't matter, but I do think that makes it more fun. But for me, it's super reader friendly, and I think that's what you want from a Bible. You want a Bible that is kind of welcoming to you, if that makes any sense. Like, you don't want to sit down and be like, feel like you're reading a textbook. You want to sit down and feel like you are listening and hearing God directly, and whatever he's trying to say in like the living word. That's what the Bible is for you to hear from God, and that is what this has so helped me with. This also, another interesting thing, everything's in one column, which it feels kind of more like you're reading just a book this way. It's just really casual. So right now I'm reading the book Single, Dating, Engaged, Married, Navigating Life and Love in the Modern Age by Ben Stewart. And so I saw a lot of people on Instagram reading this, so I really wanted to try it and see what the hype was about, if it was really that good. And I have to say, I honestly think it is. It's broken down into 4 parts, which are the single, dating, engaged, married. So right now I'm in the single section, and how far in am I? I really like it so far. So I'm on page 45. I'm using my Greatest Showman ticket as a bookmark. And when I like it, sometimes I pop out those highlighters. My favorite thing, this was talking about right here, about how a lot of times when we are single, we wish away our singleness, or when we're married, we look back to when we're single and kind of reminisce and wish we were still there. And so he does this whole thing talking about like, oh, you're a guy, like this is the reality of being married to a girl, and a girl, the reality of being married to a guy. And there's this whole thing, but it concludes with, which means you're just going to have to figure out how to live with a huge, hairy, confused person, which I thought was hilarious. I loved that. So this is what I'm currently reading, and I really like it a lot. And so this is obvious. Well, I'm in the single part of this life right now, but I do think as a Christian it's really helpful to know like what each stage of your life is for, and how you can kind of use it in the most, like, I don't know, effective way possible, how you can make a difference. And then the other book I got that I haven't started reading yet is Uninvited, and it's Living Loved When You Feel Less Than, Left Out, and Lonely. And I've heard so many good things about this. I know a lot of people do Bible studies on this. Oh, there are 238 pages, I think. Yeah, so it's kind of a nice short read. So I haven't started this yet, but I've heard so many good things about it. So when I do, I will let y'all know on like Instagram or Twitter. Follow me on those down below. But yeah, so these are the 2 books. This right now, then this. But I think they're both gonna be great because I know this one's good. But yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. I hope this helped you. And if you've never read a Bible before, maybe you'll want to crack it open and see what's inside. I don't know. I mean, I think it's cool, but yeah, okay. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this Bible and about this video in general, because I'm actually very curious. And if you have it too, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe. I'll probably have something fashion-y next week. You just never know. But yeah, subscribe to see a new video next week, and I will see you next time.